Good morning, everybody. Wake up. Wake up, wake up. In Provincetown. This week featuring Wake Up, Wake Up. Can I have some coffee? Wake up, wake up. Make it strong, please. Hey. Ho. Hey. Wake up, wake up. Oh. No, really, can I have some coffee? Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up.
Hey!
Good morning. Good morning, Trevor.
Oh, yes. Good morning, everybody. Can people hear us yet?
They can.
Good morning, everybody. It's Friday, December 1st. This is Wake Up in Provincetown.
Yeah. It's been 2 weeks since we've been here live in the studio, also known as the Provincetown Brewing Company. Last week we did a gift guide. We pre-recorded the week before just because we were going to be scattered around for the Thanksgiving holiday. It was an awesome episode. If you didn't catch it out, we featured probably 30 businesses?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Everybody who is still open was featured in there.
Most,
There's a lot of really fun places to go shopping. Buy local, buy, what was it?
Buy local, buy queer, buy here.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
We rehearsed for about 20 minutes and we did nail it. We got it.
Thank you to Ann Hutchinson and Sandy Claus.
Yeah, and
who
also
helped us
Babes
with
and
that.
Boys.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a really fun episode.
Yeah, we brought the
Thank you,
whole crew
Sam.
together. Trevor was here too on camera.
It
It
is
is
December.
December. Happy holidays. It was July yesterday. How was your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was super delightful.
Did you
Fun.
stay here in town?
No, I was in New York City. I have never gone to a restaurant for Thanksgiving before. I've obviously been in one working when the Red Inn used to do Thanksgiving. But it was really interesting. It was delicious. The restaurant we went to is called Orchard Townhouse.
Did they
in Chelsea.
do Thanksgiving?
Yes. So it was mostly traditional, but also you could supplement it and add to it. And it was a great week. We saw Merrily We Roll Along.
How was that?
It was really, really good. Even though I have to admit, people are going to hate me for saying this, but I think it's my least favorite Sondheim show.
Wow.
I know he kind of invented something by telling the story in reverse.
Oh, was that? I don't know the show at all.
Oh, yeah. So the very end of the show is the first scene in the play. And then it just...
And they roll along backwards?
They roll along backwards.
And merrily.
Yes, merrily. Because at the beginning of it, there's three leads. At the beginning of the show, they hate each other. And then at the end of the show, they're just meeting and becoming friends. So that, I think, was probably brand new. I don't think anybody probably did that before him. But at the time, I think people were like, what? And it lasted for 2 weeks or something when it opened in the 80s.
Is the music fun?
It's fun, but
Is there a song I would know?
I don't think so.
No.
What's the most famous? Merrily.
No, I don't know.
No, so that's you want to leave humming some happy melody and.
But it was had a lot of star power. Did you see all three of them?
No, the female lead was an understudy, but she was amazing. All of the acting and singing was phenomenal.
Yeah, understudies are always equally as amazing.
Totally.
Yeah, when I think it was Julie Benko when she did her last night for Funny Girl, she gave a little speech. She was the understudy, and I think she had a regular show that she would always do, the Thursday to give Leah Michelle the night off.
Right.
And on her final bow on that Thursday, she gave a speech, and she ended it with being like, "I hope next time you open your program and that little white piece of paper is in there saying there's an understudy in the performance, you get really excited to see something amazing," which is so true. Of course. That was when I was so excited to see the revival of Les Miserables because when I grew up listening to Les Miserables. Lea Salonga is one of my favorite singers ever, and she's an iconic Eponine, and in the revival she's playing Fantine, and I was so excited, and it was her understudy when I saw her. It's okay. No, also amazing.
No,
but.
We also saw Gutenberg, which stars Josh Gad and Andrew Rannells, so the two original guys from Book of Mormon in a new musical together.
Cute.
And it is just a two-man show. There's a three-piece band and the two of them on stage the entire time, nobody else.
Wow.
Except for a guest star for 2 seconds at the end. So two people commanding the stage. They're so funny. They've obviously worked together before. Great chemistry. We saw Billy Joel at Madison Square Garden, which was phenomenal. And then Dina Martina's Christmas show.
No way, how was that?
Just classic Gina, like
Kooky.
genius, funny,
Yeah.
like moving as well.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it was super. It was a great week in New York. My friend Karen, who I was staying with, was like, if we're gonna eat and drink this week, like I think we are, you should probably come to boot camp with me a couple times this week. And I was like, what? Boot camp on vacation?
Knowing you and Karen, if I drank with you one night, I would be in the hospital for a month.
That is accurate.
I can't keep up with anyone, and definitely not you and Karen.
No, we were dancing at the Monster till 4 in the morning on Thanksgiving night.
I think the last time I was out at 4 in the morning was with you in Key West in 2016.
Oh my God. It's time to come
No,
back out.
no.
Come
I'm
on.
middle-aged now. I could never.
Middle-aged. Is 37 middle-aged?
I hope it's the middle.
Oh,
In
boy.
America now, yeah.
Right.
Life expectancy going down.
Oh, look at-
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
This, we can get to this
Okay,
later.
perfect. I had a really great Thanksgiving. I made it home to see my family. I went to, it was my mother and father's house. I was like, what is that, my sister's house or my mother and father? But it was really awesome. It was the first holiday where we've had babies in the house. My sister has a 9-month-old.
But haven't you been at every holiday?
My sister has a 9-month-old, and my cousin Sarah has, I think, like a 3-month-old.
Oh,
So-
multiple babies.
Yeah, so it was weird to go from like no babies to 2 babies.
Mm-hmm.
But the funny thing is my nephew's name is Nolan,
Mm-hmm.
and when they first were like, oh, his name is Nolan, I kept calling him Logan on accident, and then my cousin named her baby Logan.
Really?
So I'm like, great. Now if I mess up, it's just like, oh, I was the other baby.
Other baby.
But it's cute having babies in the house.
Yeah.
It was a really great thing.
They didn't wreck it.
No, they. I don't think either of them cried once.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, both really great babies.
Because your pins weren't sharp enough.
Jesus Christ.
I was the only one crying, Bob.
Aw, it's gonna be okay.
We'll see.
I have to tell you a little story about this hoodie, by the way. Did you see?
Oh, do you work for Cape Cod Oil?
It looks like that, doesn't it?
It really does.
No, Mark and I went to visit Paul Rizzo at Ruthie's one day, and he's like, look at this. Here's a Carhartt hoodie for $5. And I was like, oh my God, this is like a really sturdy, warm
yeah.
hoodie. So of course I bought it, and I haven't taken it off since, and I was at the Stop and Shop and like self-checkout, and Amy, whose husband owns this place, walked
like,
up.
"What the hell?"
She goes, hey, nice hoodie. And I was like, can I have a job? I work for Amy now.
I feel like it's stolen valor.
It feels like it, but it's like butch street cred.
Well, it really is. Like, the hottest straight guys in this town work for the oil companies.
No lie.
Right. Everyone in the room is like,
Everybody's like, mm-hmm,
and
drooling.
Andrew.
Everyone's drooling.
They either work for oil companies or do tech for the show.
Look, it's our first gift of the year. I don't know who put this here.
Me
What is this?
either.
Was anyone here when this was here?
No,
This was in here waiting for y'all?
it was on behind the counter.
Somebody had to have opened the door.
Open it up.
You don't know what it is?
No.
It says Bob and Harrison on it. It's a brown bag. Open, take it out.
Oh my God. Ah! This is my favorite Christmas movie ever.
It is your favorite Christmas movie
Oh my
ever.
God, I didn't.
And it's
I'm
a
so
brand new
excited.
DVD
Where did they
wrap still.
find this?
Probably the
Okay,
internet.
me and Bob did our 5 favorite Christmas movies last year, and this was, I feel like, the least known movie that I brought to the table. It is one of my favorite Christmas movies ever. It's a Divas Christmas Carol. It is a classic. Is it retelling of Christmas Carol, the classic, starring the queen of the world, Vanessa Williams.
Is it
my
a
favorite.
musical?
It is a musical. It's centered around the diva herself, played by Vanessa Williams, Ebony Scrooge. And she is the former member of a girl group called, I can't remember.
The Petty Four?
No. Oh my God, right? But she was in a girl group, and like one of the characters from the girl group is like the one who died.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking
Left
about?
Eye.
Chili. No.
Left Eye died.
No, but I'm saying like in the one who dies in the original Christmas Carol.
Oh.
Marley.
Oh, I see.
That's Chili from
Oh,
TLC.
Chili's in it.
And then the other
Oh.
one who's still alive is basically like the character that Ebony ends up helping at the end.
Okay.
No. But it's really awesome. Kathy Griffin plays the ghost of Christmas Past. It's star-studded. It is so much fun. And the song from it is Sleigh Ride. Vanessa Williams singing Sleigh Ride.
And since I'm the only person in this room who still has a DVD player, we'll have to go to my house to watch it.
Oh my God. I am so excited. I've been telling people about this for so long and I didn't know how I could watch it.
Look at her face. I don't know if you guys can see.
This
but
is
she's
like,
scowling.
this is why she got cast as Wilhelmina Slater in Ugly Betty.
You think?
Well, it's like the same, like,
Right.
bitchy. It's awesome. I
Whoever
cannot
left
wait.
this
Yeah,
here
who
for
left
us,
this
thank
for
you.
us?
Please tell us.
Yeah.
This is great. Thank you.
Because I want to know where you got that.
It's
Oh my God.
finally December.
It really is.
We were putting up our Christmas tree yesterday at home, and I was like, Peter, let's listen to Christmas music while we do this. And he said, no, it's still November.
But I feel like the day after Thanksgiving, you can break out the Christmas music.
And yesterday was the 30th, and I was like, it's basically December. And he would not, he put on like Jack Harlow and Doja Cat.
Oh, it's called The Divas Christmas Carol. It is a VH1 original movie.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Starring the Vanessa Williams.
Yeah, the Queen. I'm a huge Vanessa Williams fan. Like, do you know everyone has their like their favorite like diva that's not
not on their
Madonna,
Mount
Gaga.
Rushmore,
Like
yeah.
you're kind of like you're like niche diva. She's very much my niche diva.
All of your divas are niche divas.
That's-
Look, your Spotify rap is
Oh,
niche
yeah, let's talk
diva
about- so-
central.
If you don't use Spotify, there's this thing that just came out this past week. At the end, towards the end of every year, they release Spotify Wrap, which is basically they take all your listening habits over the last year and kind of summarize them up and let you know like what your most listened to song was, your top 5 listened artists, and mine was gay. And I know that, like
And
it's
niche.
not especially niche, but my number one artist was Kim Petras. If you don't know her, she's the
We have a lead on
Who?
somebody with the screen name RDPNC Kelly. So they dropped it off on Sunday. I bought it last year after you mentioned it.
Oh my God.
It was on Amazon.
Oh, word.
I
RDP.
don't know whose
Red Cap'n?
I don't know whose screen name RDPNC.
DPNC. We'll figure it out.
Screen name this is.
Oh my God,
Thank
that's
you.
awesome. Thank you. Oh, right, Spotify Wrapped. My number one was Kim Petras. Renee Rapp was number 2. I think she's about to blow up. She's who I mentioned last time we had a show where I was very shocked she kind of got snubbed by the Grammys.
Renee Rapp.
Yeah, she got no nominations, and I think she was fully expecting to get nominated for Best New Artist because the day after the nominations came out, she released a remix of her song featuring one of the other artists who did get nominated for Best New Artist. I thought she was like, we're both getting nominated for Best New Artist, let's drop a collab the day after. So I was kind of like, ooh.
Sorry, Renee.
But definitely listen. But there was actually, they released a new feature, which is like your, I can't remember what they called it, but they gave you a location that most aligns with your musical tastes.
Yeah, where was yours?
And seemingly in the gay community, or the queer LGBTQ community, you got one of 3 places.
What were they?
Berkeley, California,
Yeah.
Cambridge, Massachusetts,
Uh-huh.
or Burlington, Vermont.
I didn't get any of
And they were saying if you, like, gay men were Berkeley, bisexual people were Cambridge, and lesbians were Burlington.
Really?
I got Cambridge, though.
I got Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Ooh, yuck.
What do you mean, yuck? Like
just-
60-year-old hippies.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Your husband.
It was like the Bee Gees was your number one artist.
No, Amy Mann was my number 1 artist.
Oh, I love that song.
Well, I went to see her, so it's, you know, when you're going to a tour, you listen to that person a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Michael Ponte listened to like 18,000 minutes of Beyonce. He's in the .0005, top
Damn.
.005 of Beyonce listeners. And I was
That's
like,
impressive.
That means if there's 100 million Beyonce listeners, you're in the top 5,000. That is true fandom, Michael Ponte.
That is crazy. And
You
like,
must have been up there for Kim Petras.
I think it was .05.
Only 1-0.
Yeah.
Not that big a fan.
I don't. I feel like because of my lifestyle, I don't listen to a ton of music. I'm not like driving.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm mostly just like bopping around my house if I put music on. So I just don't listen to a lot.
What else did you learn from your Spotify Wrapped?
I just was.
You belong in Cambridge, no Berkeley.
Cambridge.
And how little artists get for those.
Right.
I
I do love that every time the Spotify Wrapped comes out, there is a resurgence in information about how little Spotify supports the artists. I think it's like to make $4, you have to have 1,000 streams.
To make $4?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not that bad.
That's horrible. That's
1,000
horrible.
streams?
Andrew, your take? It's horrible.
Got
And
1,000 cocktails and you just made $4.
That's different.
Is it?
it's really not.
Nope.
It's not different.
But like,
I'm making a drink over and over. You made the song one time.
but also you're making music as your form of income. It's meant to be listened to. When people are listening to it, you should make money from that. And the astronomical amount of people, like to 1,000 people would have listened to it to maybe buy a cup of coffee. That's
Right.
crazy.
Not in Provincetown.
Right. And meanwhile, like the executives at Spotify are like making $1 bajillion a year.
Oh, totally. The money is going up to the pinnacle.
Yeah, I know Beyonce and Jay-Z kind of tried to. I think Tidal is the best. Tidal is a another music streaming app that Beyonce and Jay-Z are heavily involved in, and I think you make the most money, but I don't think it's a lot more. It's like less than double, which is also not great.
But almost doubles pretty good.
Yeah, but if you want to support your artist, buy a physical copy from their website.
Go to the tour.
Yeah, and I think what's the website that you can buy directly and the
Napster?
artists get all the money from it? Bandcamp. If your artist has music on Bandcamp, you can buy right from them. And there's a specific day where if you buy all the royalty, if you buy it on Fridays, the second Friday, if you buy it on the second Friday of a month, all of the money goes to the artist.
I mean, does anybody know the answer to this? Back when you like bought a CD for $20, how much of that did the artist get?
But usually that's 70%.
70? So like, out of
Prince changed that whole business model.
Yeah.
Prince did?
Don't you remember in that interview with TLC explaining how much they made and why they were broke?
Why?
Because of Pebbles. Their manager, Pebbles.
Yeah.
But she was like, we get this many points, which is like a percentage point, and then like these people get this much, these people get this much, and like they were basically splitting. The three of them were splitting less than a percentage point.
Right.
Yeah, and they were
So it's
poor.
not. You said 7%?
No, I thought it was about 70%. Is what I heard.
Well, they were also explaining that they signed a horrible contract.
Back then, everybody just to get their foot in the door signed a horrible.
It's still
contract.
like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's why Taylor Swift was having to re-record
exactly,
everything.
and that's also why like JoJo didn't release music for 20 years because you sign on for an amount of albums to be released, but the record label decides if you make an album, it's not like it's automatic release. You can make an album, go to your record label, be like, here's my album, and they're like, nah, try again, and they can just keep you in that cycle forever and keep you unable to release music because they're unwilling to release it, and you can't make music any other way.
Yeah.
Apparently, Leon asked this question. Spotify, Beyonce, Jay-Z was a question on Trivia.
Oh, no way. I missed trivia last night because me and Bob and a few of the Wake Up crew were all seeing the Petty Four over at the Crown and Anchor.
Jonathan was so kind to
shade.
save us good seats by putting Bob Keary misspelling my last name deliberately with the word media. So thank you, Jonathan.
We love
for
to see
saving
it.
us good seats at the show. Which was great. I loved it.
The show was amazing. Joao, Kaya, Roxy, Delta really did an amazing job. The costumes were amazing. The music was amazing. Right, not Joao, Pintabine. Joao is making his drag debut. I told him, I was like, are you gonna be billed as Joao or Pintabine? He's like, oh, I don't know. I was like, once you're billed, this is your drag name. If you pick if you pick Joao, like you're gonna have to be Joao as a drag queen.
Right.
So if you want a drag name, now is the time to decide. So
She was so pretty.
it's so pretty. I was like, that bitch, no pads and in pants and still looking like a woman. Crazy. Yeah.
There's a couple more shows, right?
Yeah, 2 shows tonight and tomorrow. I think the times are changing. I think tonight it's at 6 o'clock and tomorrow's at 7:30. But if you haven't made it yet, definitely go to see it. It was really phenomenal.
Catch the Petty Four.
4 of the biggest talents in town all on one stage.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What was your favorite moment?
My favorite moment. I mean, I'm a sucker for a mashup. So when Kaya did Miss Independent and Independent Women by
The
Destiny's
4
Child,
people in the room who knew were like,
and she was like standing right next to us on the catwalk when she turned into the Kelly Clarkson song, and I was like, ah!
My favorite, I think, was the beginning of that song, where they kind of went back to it. That we won't spoil it, but that was my favorite moment.
Yeah, the
It's
choreography
just, like,
was
so
great.
bitchy.
Their chemistry
Yeah.
is great. The vocals were great. It's a really, really fun show.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in full-on Holly Folly entertainment schedule calendar right now, you guys. There's tons to do this weekend. Also tonight is the Follies.
Sold out.
The big Christmas concert at Town Hall. Sold out.
Tomorrow's the Boston Gay Men's Chorus. I also think sold out.
Yep. They both
Wow.
sold out. It was like trying to buy Taylor Swift tickets. You couldn't even get them. But I mean, you know what? I think if you like volunteer to usher, Trevor might let you in.
Are there
Do
still
you still need
spots?
ushers? Sorry.
The
there's
usher
not even
spots
your
are
own.
sold out.
Volunteering is sold
Wow.
Volunteering has sold out. Oh my goodness, this is the busiest Holly Folly ever.
But I mean, Halloween was the busiest Halloween ever. I think we are
It's
moving
working.
towards a longer season.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I think the community should commit to at least a May through New Year's
Yeah,
season, high season. This is
Right.
high season. Let's get to it.
still high. Are you going tonight?
No, I have my show with Santa Claus.
That's tonight too.
Yes, tonight and tomorrow, and also next Friday and Saturday. And if you're in New York, we're doing a show on Tuesday at Stonewall.
This Tuesday. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Touring.
touring.
Take
We're on
the
tour.
show on the road.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm really excited. Me and Sandy have been working together for a couple weeks now, getting it all together. Tonight is our opening night. Tonight at 7:30.
We better get this show.
Okay,
moving.
yeah, I know. Oh.
There's so much to talk about, you guys.
Santa Claus shows I already mentioned, but also this coming Wednesday is the Kook
Family
Fund
Raiser.
fundraiser. Yeah,
Family Fund
It's at the
fundraiser.
Wave Bar. It's going to be really exciting. We have Kaya, Brittany Rouse, Liza Lot, Giselle, Cocktail, Mark Meehan, me and you, Billy Huff, Darlene, Hillary, and the Duchess of Sandwich.
And last year we raised $15,000 for the families of
Damn.
Provincetown, and we're hoping to top that this year.
Yeah, it's no longer a toy drive.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, you can buy a toy.
Great. But as they were collecting toys, they realized that the need wasn't necessarily for toys. It was more like specific support to our families, helping with things that can get really expensive in the winter, especially when work is sparse. Propane, heating, electricity bills, just like helping our community and those that are in need.
Grocery
Stop
store
and shop
cards,
cards, yeah.
Art classes, rec programs.
Yeah. Less, here's a piece of plastic to play with for a day, and instead, here's things to enrich your lives and make your lives easier.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're rebranding it. It's no longer the Kook Toy Drive. It's the Kook Family Fun.
Perfect. That's amazing. I mean, how long has Kook been happening? It's like 20, 30 years?
Not 30.
20.
Let's say
Work.
20.
That's incredible. Okay, let's do some news stories.
What's new in the world, Harry?
We've been talking about the Truro Town meeting and the Truro part-time resident taxpayers voter fraud scandal for the past month or so. They finally nailed down a date. I'll never stop saying it. They finally nailed down a date to have the meeting, and it did not go off without a hitch.
It didn't happen at all.
On November 28th, was when the meeting had been postponed to. The problem was about 700 people showed up for this town meeting. The town meeting was held at the Truro Central School. They were going to have the main meeting in the gymnasium with overflow in the libraries and cafeterias, which all three of those locations together can fit about 500 people, but there were 700 people there, so it left about 150 to 200 people stranded outside, and they had to cancel the meeting because they were like, we can't deny these people. We can't say, well, you didn't get in line first. You no longer have a democratic voice. Right. So they floated a few options. I think someone even was like, well, let's reschedule it for February and we'll do it at P-Town Town Hall, and everyone booed.
Why?
I think it was for the rescheduling in the middle of February, but I don't think they hate us or anything. Yeah.
Do you hate our town hall, Truro? We have a beautiful town
Jealousy, haters, just kidding.
My understanding is that 700 people have never shown up for a Provincetown town
No.
meeting. That's a lot of people.
That sets a record for turnout for town meetings on the Outer Cape. I think the previous record was this past spring for Provincetown town meeting, which was packed.
It's great that people are showing up to be
I didn't
heard,
know
to
that many
vote.
people lived in Truro,
Well,
or do they?
That many
Just
people
kidding.
vote in Truro.
Yeah. There was one quote, I got all my information from the Provincetown Independent, but there was one quote from a person who I was like, I think you're kind of saying the quiet part out loud. She was like, I wasn't even supposed to be here. I was supposed to be out of town this week, and now you're rescheduling it for another time I'm going to be out of town. I'm like, well, they can't schedule in August, which is the 1 month you're here. Just kidding.
You're not just kidding. Did you say it to her? Did you say that out loud?
I just did. Okay. I don't know if it happened last night, so I don't know if everyone's up to date, but I don't even know why they specifically did this. I think it was just for ratings and stuff, but Gavin Newsom and Ron DeSantis did a debate last night. It was
Really?
like, for what? I think Ron DeSantis thought he was going to do something and challenged Governor Newsom, because there's this
what?
weird like Florida versus California debate. And I don't think it's because I'm biased. I think anyone watching, it was very clear that Gavin Newsom really like wiped the floor with Ron DeSantis. He like pointed out to his face, he's like, what are you even doing here? He's like, you're 41 points down in your home state to Trump. And the whole time he's like, so, like it was watching him squirm through a smile was wild and fun.
His teeth a lot.
Yeah. He also I think his like his gotcha moment he thought was going to really make a splash was him pulling out a piece of paper he printed and saying he found an app that maps out where human feces is found. And it was a map of San Francisco being like, there's human shit all over San Francisco. And he's like, what?
Not true.
Not untrue.
They're saying that the biggest winner from this debate was Nikki Haley, because just made Ron DeSantis look bad. And even Governor Newsom was like, step down so at least Nikki Haley might have a chance.
Right.
Yeah.
Well.
But they did kind of end the debate. Newsom was like, we disagree on most things, but we do have one thing in common, and that is that neither of us will be our party's nominee come next fall.
They both agreed on that?
Well, Gavin Newsom is not running for president.
Right, so why did he? Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Building a brand for the next cycle.
it seems like that. I was chatting with my mother, and she said that there is a rumor floating around that there's going to be
Somebody might primary Joe Biden.
They're gonna do like a switcheroo at some point.
Really?
With Governor Newsom.
Like shell game.
Like they're just gonna be like, oh, no more Biden. Now it's I don't know. We'll see. But
We'll see.
he did say that he was like, I won't be the nominee.
A year from now, we'll have a new president, or not.
Or a revolution.
Recently, Rosalind Carter passed away.
Rosalind.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I've only read it. I had not heard it out loud.
Me neither until the other day.
But all living first ladies did attend, and there was a really funny moment from the funeral. Her grandson, Jason Carter, spoke, and he thanked all the first ladies for coming. And then the funny part, he goes, also Secretary Clinton and Dr. Biden, we also welcome your lovely husbands. Just kind of like a spin, which is like how women and wives, and especially first ladies, are treated as kind of like
secondary.
What's the word? Accessories rather than the main event. So it was fun.
Your lovely husbands.
Yeah,
That's sweet.
that was cute. Okay, let's talk about a few things in media. We have 3 more minutes. I want to talk a little. There's a few movies coming out in the next few months that are being marketed in a very weird way. There's Willy Wonka, there's The Color Purple, and there's the new Mean Girls movie coming out. And if you were to watch all of those trailers, you might be confused when you were to go see any of them and realize that they are all musical movies. There is this weird trend happening where musical movies are being made and sent to theaters, and they are not marketing them in a way that makes it hidden that they're musicals. Like the Mean Girls poster even says a reimagining of Mean Girls. Nowhere on the poster does it mention that it is a musical. The Willy Wonka is a musical, but it's kind of like a prequel to the original movie. And the original movie was a musical, so I feel like you can kind of be like, okay, it's a musical. But also The Color Purple is the movie musical version, and they are not mentioning that as a musical. And I am confused and wondering why they're doing this marketing.
That's a strange choice.
Yeah, especially Mean Girls. It's like, who are fans of Mean Girls?
Gays and girls.
Yes, and who are fans of musicals?
Gays and girls.
Right, so you think it would be a win-win to tell those gays and girls that it is indeed a musical.
They already know.
Right, you think the people that are going to go see it because it's a musical already know it's a musical, and they're hoping to dupe, like, bros
Sounds like
to go
duping.
see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, trick people?
It just feels a little dishonest.
Right, and also it's like, I wonder why this trend of marketing it in that way is happening, especially considering some of the most successful movies of all time were musicals.
Yeah.
Confusing.
They know something we don't, or they think they do.
But I'm excited to see all of them. I can't wait to see Fantasia in The Color Purple. She does my favorite version of I'm Here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see Mean Girls.
me too. That's all I got.
That's all you got?
I have more, but we don't have time. Let's take it. I stopped by the Governor Bradford last week, and we talked with everyone who's got events going on. They are open for 4 days a week, or 5 days a week, I'm sorry, Wednesday through Sunday, and they have some really incredible programming going on. I sat down with all the people running that program to get the full scoop. Take it away.
Good morning, everyone. We are here at the Governor Bradford. We are here with almost the entire crew, putting together endless amounts of entertainment, delicious food, all for you right here in the center of town at Governor Bradford. They're open all winter long, except for a little break. They need a little vacation like we all do, so they're taking a little break January to February, but everything else they've got running all winter. Let's hear all about it. Abby?
Hey everyone! I'm hosting bingo every Sunday night here at the Governor Bradford. Starts at 5 o'clock. We go until about 8 o'clock. Good opportunity to come out, play some games, try some food, get some drinks. It's early enough in the evening that you're not going late in the night playing bingo, that's for sure.
What's the big prizes?
Oh, we got everything from swag, junk from out of my bedroom. I got some.
That's the real prize.
Some scratchies, some good quality prizes. But it's fun. We're gonna play for a couple hours. We get a bunch of rounds in. It's a good time.
It feels like bingo is what you do in the winter.
It is.
It's a
you
good
need
pastime
something to
for
get out of the
winter.
house. I mean, rather than sit at home or there's no more tea dances or anything. So it's good to get out and hang out with friends.
It really is.
You can do it, sit as a group or play by yourself if you're a loner. But it's good to get out and do some social activity. And bingo is Provincetown's biggest pastime.
Next we've got Lux.
Hey, how's it
Hi.
going?
Really good. It's so good to finally meet you. I've seen your name all over town on posters and stuff, so
Good.
good to see you IRL. You've got something really fun going on. Not
So-
your typical bar game.
Right. So this past Thursday, we started Cards Against Humanity. We're playing with the entire bar, giving away a bunch of prizes. Fun for the whole family, as long as the family is all well-developed adults
Yeah.
with terrible senses of humor.
Yeah, just like it can't be a strict Christian household.
So yeah, well, I mean, it can, but it'll be an interesting night that way.
How does Cards Against Humanity work for the whole bar?
So I host it. We've got a couple of different judges that kind of move around throughout the night. I perform as the night goes on as well to give people time to pick out cards. We do have special rounds where we get to give away some cool smaller prizes throughout the night, but everyone just turns in a card at the end of the round. We pull them all up, we judge them on the mic, read them all out.
So cute.
Everybody gets to have drinks and food and everything while we're making terrible puns and jokes.
Oh, that's awesome. That sounds like so much fun.
Yeah.
Pass the mic down to Dana, the
Hello.
karaoke queen herself.
Hello.
Thanks so much for chatting with me today.
Thanks.
How's karaoke been?
Good.
Good.
Slow down because of the season, but yeah.
That's the season for
Yeah.
you. So which nights do we have karaoke?
Fridays and Saturdays right now, 9 o'clock till 1.
Nice. What's your favorite song to do for karaoke?
Sweet dreams are made of these.
Love it. What's your least favorite song for someone else to do for karaoke?
Oh my goodness.
Last night.
someone
All I want for Christmas is you.
I mean, if you can nail it, go for it. But I
Right.
doubt they
It
can.
was-
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so bummer. So Fridays and Saturdays through the season?
through the winter.
Off-season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. We'll stop in and sing for you.
All right.
Next, we've got the
Thanks.
man with the food. Everyone's favorite.
Hello.
I heard we have some special things going on for the winter from the kitchen.
Yeah, so this winter and through the off season, every Monday we are doing a noodle night where we make some traditional Japanese and other Asian style bowls of noodles coming into the winter time. It's a pretty nice option, being cold and everything. Everybody likes a big bowl of soup. And then also on those evenings, we have some local live music talent that comes in and plays for everybody that night. The old reliable Alley Rats, they're a lot of fun. And yeah, Mondays are just a lot of fun with that. Food and a show kind of thing.
Yeah, totally. And nothing's better in the winter than a big bowl of hot noodles.
Yeah, right? I mean, as it gets colder, what more do you want? That and some tasty beers.
Besides noodle night, what are some of your favorite things to serve in the winter that's just real good comfort winter food?
Ooh. Fried chicken.
Yeah.
Like
Cannot
last
go
winter,
wrong.
we did some fried chicken and waffles, and people really, really like that. So we might have to bring that back out for the winter time. Just actually this past week started making one of my favorite things, Frito pie. Uses some chili and bag of Fritos. It's classic old American junk food, but it's so good and so heartwarming. I'm
Definitely.
sure everybody sitting here can attest to that.
Everyone's had a Frito pie once or twice.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, thanks so much for sitting down with me today. Come to the Governor Bradford. There's something amazing going on every single day here through the winter. Come check it all out.
You're right.
Of what?
Hi.
World AIDS Day.
Stop by the Governor Bradford. The food is amazing, and I know all those events are going to be super fun.
Yeah, Noodle Night on Mondays with live music. The Old Reliable Alley Rat Orchestra plays there every Monday.
Lux does a Cards Against Humanity for like the whole bar.
Really?
I think it'd be fun to have like a whole restaurant playing Cards Against Humanity.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, with a drag queen on the mic. Sounds great. Please welcome James Ryan to the stage.
James.
Hi.
Is this your first time visiting us?
Yes, it
Is it? I have a.
In the morning, yeah.
Oh, have we done a pre-record with you before?
No, this is my debut on the show.
Oh, no way. I
And
feel like
first
you've
time
been
being
on-
in studio.
Oh, no way.
Is this early for you?
No, it's not.
That's
I woke
impressive.
up at 6:30 like I usually do.
It's early for us.
I'd be waking up in an hour and a half like I usually do.
Oh yeah, I'm a morning person for sure.
So you've got your art show opening tonight at the Commons?
Yeah, so at the Commons, we have an art show opening. Me and my friend Karen Capato curated it, and it's a collage show, and we had just invited like all of our friends and like anybody we saw in town, and like a lot of them, maybe like collage isn't their like main medium, but we were just like try it and interpret it.
Oh, that's
so it's
really
not
cool.
all just like paper collage. There's a lot of like mixed media and like people combining whatever elements.
Oh, that's
So,
interesting. So
yeah, it's really
people
cool.
kind of taking their own mediums, their own art style, and then working that into like a collage box.
Yeah, so last year we curated a show that was titled 2 for 1, and we asked artists to pair together and
Cool.
like make a piece.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think with this, we wanted to keep it more simple and still challenge people to like you like make their art practice different. So yeah, there's like a really big range of
Who did you
things.
pair with last year?
Me and Paul did
No
a piece.
way.
Rizzo?
Hi, Paul.
The Paul Rizzo? I remember seeing somebody painted you. Was it Donna Pomponio or Barbara Cohen? I remember seeing
So
a painting
I've
of you.
modeled in town for a few years.
He's a model.
I haven't done any life like figure modeling in like probably 2 years. But when I first moved to town, I was like in a lot of those studios.
Supermodel
there's some
of
random
the Provincetown.
portraits of me like all over town.
James will sit for you. Is what
I
you
will. I mean,
He loves sitting.
My summer job just ended, so I'm looking for work.
said. So who are some of the artists at the collage show tonight?
Literally, like anybody who's an artist in town, like submitted something. There's like 60 plus people, I think, and like I invited some friends from like out of town. So yeah, come see and look at the tags because there's too many. to
What
remember.
are some of the mediums that are probably typically thought of as like a hard way to work into collage that
Well, yeah, I feel like people are gonna see some pieces and be like, "That's not collage," because there's like there's a lot of ceramic pieces and like
how do you do that?
sculpturable ones.
Yeah.
But it is like they're bringing two disparate things together, so
Mm.
that's why we were trying to keep it loose. Of like, yeah, that's collage.
Yeah, and even if you're working within, like, if you're a ceramicist and you're like have this idea of working in a collage, you're going to do something unique and different. Even if you don't look at it and go, oh, it's a collage. It's still different. It's still new, fresh.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, people were coming in before we finished hanging it, and they were like really impressed, and like it was a lot of things that they haven't seen before. Because, I mean, with like open group shows, like there's them at PAM, but you have to be a member. But ours is like very free and democratic, so like anybody, like people are dropping shit off like yesterday. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff to look at.
What time is the show?
It's from 4 to 6 tonight at the Commons. I know we've got a very jam-packed day today, but maybe stop by.
4 o'clock is the perfect time. I don't think there's anything else right
Yeah,
now.
literally we're like kicking off this Friday evening,
I
so
love that.
stop
The
at
whole
us
weekend.
before going to the AIDS Memorial.
Yes. Oh, I forgot to tell people about the
I
AIDS
know.
Memorial.
Is collage something? Is collage something you typically work in, or?
Yeah, I feel like collage is like my main medium, and then from collaging, I'll like make a drawing or painting, but collaging is like very quick for me, and I have like so many source material things, like I hoard
I think
paper.
what I have seen most of you work through is you do the posters for the Ritz, right?
And that is collage,
That
yes.
is collage. Yes. I did.
R.I.P. the Ritz. But
Aw.
yeah, I had so much fun making the posters for Mikey LeBruno's Party the Ritz.
That was a fun
we had
party.
like probably for like a year, and then we tried it this year, and yeah, it was super fun. I was gonna like go off about something, but yeah, yes.
So tell me about the AIDS Day.
Oh, you guys, it is World AIDS Day today, and at 4:30, I think there's going to be, it's at 4:30, right? A candlelight vigil and everyone is going to walk together from where to where?
Town Hall.
From Town Hall to
Post Office.
to the Aid
Aid
Support
Support
Group, which is on Commercial Street near the Post Office
Right,
Cabaret.
right. Yeah, there was drama this past week. There was a kind of a religious right organization that had expressed that they were going to come to protest an event, and it was impressive to see how the community kind of got together and rallied and was like, what are we going to do about this? How do we respond? I think the event ended up getting canceled on their part, the religious organization's part, but the community still got together and really decided what we should do in these situations, and it was really amazing to see the community come together like that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's wild. I wonder if that group knew that it was also World AIDS Day, or they were targeting the holiday show. But it just
both, maybe. Who knows?
They were hard. They were disrespect to our Lord and Savior Jesus and having drag queens and a Christmas show.
Yeah,
but I'm like, whatever. Come and like give us your prayers. Like we love. Pray on me. Like I want your prayers.
Oh yeah, they were like, you can't have Christmas without Christ, and I was like, do you guys know what he said or taught or did?
It also was too far for them to drive from Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, stay in Jersey.
But definitely make it at 4 o'clock to the Commons to check out the collage show. It's going to be a lot of fun, and to see that many artists all in one space is an incredible.
Yeah, and come buy art.
Yeah.
Come buy art.
Purchase it. Bring money.
Buy local. Shop
Christmas
queer.
gifts
Shop
for
queer.
your loved ones.
Yes. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Yeah.
We'll see you at 4 o'clock.
You went to the tree lighting?
I did not get to go to the tree lighting. I was still in New York, but Margaret helped build the Lobster Pot Christmas tree yet again with Crystal Popko and her family. They started this tradition in 2005, and we made a little clip featuring beloved pillars of the community, Ian Leahy and Jennifer Cabral, leading everyone in caroling. Take it away, Andrew.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, people even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names.
Let me ask you all to raise your hand if you are a lobsterman. Are you? Anyone knows? Is there a lobsterman in the crowd? Yeah, I see a couple. Raise your hand if you know a lobsterman or love lobster. Yes. So let's say a huge thank you to the lobstermen and fishermen with a hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray! 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 And thank you to Provincetown, of course, and to everybody here. Thank you for being here. And the town crier's here, and he's going to start the show. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, at the sound of the bell, let the countdown begin.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I love that event. It's so Provincetown, especially for it not to light up at the end of the countdown.
It's charming.
It's super charming. Please welcome to the show Ruben Reynolds of the Boston Gay Men's Chorus. You are the music director.
I'm the music director. Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
What a joy to be in Provincetown this weekend.
And I know you've already sold out, so you don't really need to do any promotion.
Well, we've got 4 concerts in Boston and 2 Christmas Eve services that there's still tickets
Oh,
available.
work. We have plenty of viewers in Boston get tickets.
Wait, when are your shows in Boston?
We have shows every weekend in December.
Oh, nice.
We work.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
And you've been working with them for 27 years?
This is my 27th year with the
Wow.
chorus. Yeah.
That's wild.
In fact, we were at the very first Holly Folly years ago. The Business Guild came up with this idea to do Holly Folly, and they came to the chorus and said, we need a draw. We need something, a headliner. And we said, sure. And back then, they like all the innkeepers would donate rooms, so the guys came down and stayed for free. And I remember my very first Holly Folly, I stayed at Crown Point, and Dave and Tom had just opened. And I came running down the stairs. I'd never been to P-Town before. And it's like, I forgot to get my tuck shirt cleaned. Where's the 1 hour cleaner in town? And they are just just falling apart. So one of them's mother was there, and she says, give me the shirt. And she went and she washed it and starched it and ironed it, and that was so sweet of her. But I remember walking out on stage, and she had this group of like 10 little old ladies, and she was just pointing and telling, and they were just laughing. Okay, whatever.
Where are you from?
I'm from South Georgia originally.
Okay. I heard an accent in there.
I've just been home with my family for Thanksgiving, so I'm sure it's coming back right now.
How long have you been up in the Northeast?
Actually, we moved to Boston 27 years ago when I took the job with the chorus.
Oh, no way.
Yes.
So it's kind of a Provincetown tradition for the Boston Gay Men's Chorus to come to Provincetown, but you've been gone since pre-pandemic.
Well, the pandemic kind of knocked it out of us. We didn't sing for 2 years. And I remember our very first rehearsal, we had spent the pandemic working with the Disney Corporation to write a show about equality within the LGBTQ plus community for Disney. And huge orchestrations, Symphony Hall, their projections, it was a big thing. And we came back to that first rehearsal, we couldn't sing even for 45 minutes. It was like, what is going on? How do we do this? So it was gradually a process of learning to sing again and getting back into shape physically. But we're actually ecstatic to be back here in Town Hall for Holly Folly. Our guys are over the moon. We have the largest contingent. We have about 185 singing this concert. Oh, wow. And we'll have about 140 at Town Hall. Wow. Now, I don't know where I'm going to put them.
Right.
It's just like there'll be people everywhere.
Are they all traveling into town, staying the weekend maybe?
They
staying
all
the
are
night?
coming into town. The Gifford House is throwing a bash for us tonight. And then Crown and Anchor is putting out a buffet after the concert for the guys. Everyone in Provincetown just treats us so well. And the guys, like I say, they're ecstatic to come here and spend the weekend. It kind of is a tradition for us because very often this is the first time we see the costumes and the dance and everything together. I mean, our new chorus manager was like, you're the music director, but you're taking costumes. I don't know, yeah, sure.
You got to do it all.
Oh, you do. In fact, my living room right now is our costume shop.
That sounds fun.
It's a blast. There's sequins everywhere.
I was lucky enough to be at that 2019 show. This is like a really, really fun holiday show. If you're lucky enough to already have a ticket, you're going to have a great time tomorrow night. What do you got in store for us? Any surprises that you can spill now?
Well, the first half is some gorgeous singing based on traditional carols from the Southwest, so that we can look at many cultures. We have a young man in the chorus, Innocent, who is from Nigeria and has moved here to Boston to get his master's degree in composition at Longy School, and he's joined the chorus. He came out while he was in the United States, and he can't go back to Nigeria now because he can legally be put to death for being openly gay. So he's written a wonderful piece that we will be singing. And he says, it's incredible to be a part of the Boston Gay Men's Chorus and to have a safe space where I can create music as the person I am. So to be able to bring his music to Provincetown and pair it with traditional Nigerian folk songs is really quite special. Wow. And then in the second half, we just go a little crazy. There's singing, there's dancing, there's
The sequins.
The sequins. I mean, it's a takeoff on How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Oh,
so, you know, we
fun.
sing You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, Fahu Forays, all kinds of wonderful, fun music.
It was funny, as the when that protest was happening, I was like, we should all just hold hands and sing Fahu Forest. I thought that would be the perfect welcome to that group.
Oh, you know, we sing Cuddy Caldell's There Comes a Time many times. We've sung it all over Europe, marching in protest marches, in gay pride parades. There comes a time when you must stand for your rights, or no one will stand up for you.
100%.
And that's what we do with the Gay Men's Course. We tell our stories. We tell the stories of our lives. We don't tell people what they should think, but we tell them who we are. We invite people into our lives and just show them the people we are and what we believe in. And it's so wonderful to be able to do that here in Provincetown.
Welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
We're happy to have you.
We're excited to be here.
Unfortunately, you can't get tickets anymore because it's sold out. You're too late.
Sorry.
But you can still get tickets to their shows in Boston every weekend.
Yes, we would. Wonderful to welcome you to Boston too, and we look forward already to next year. I've got some really wild things planned for that already.
I love that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's so good to be here.
Thank you. Let's head over to the Babes and Boys. They're going to tell us even more we've got going on this weekend.
Everyone, happy holidays. How did you like that new album by Cher, Carmen?
Loved it. Huge fan.
Can't wait to hear it all season long. So yeah, happy holiday season, everyone. Happy holiday market season. Starting off this year's Canteen Market is back for its 9th year, every weekend from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. with 25 vendors, a backyard bar, a bake shop, and a food hut, as well as a new winter lodge serving chalet-style dinner from 5 to 8 p.m. every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday through New Year's Eve, with the exception of Christmas Eve.
No Christmas Eve. That's fine. We all need a break. Speaking of holiday markets, you'll also want to plan to stop by our first ever Babes and Boys Holiday Market over at the Brewing Company. That's going to be next Saturday, December 9th from 12 to 4. It's going to feature artists like Ben Juan's P-Town Tarot, Grace Emmett's Full Moon Calendars, ceramic earrings by Izzy Souza, Bath and Body Products by Healing Hands Herbal, a fun selection of books to dive into for the winter from Women Crafts Table, hand-dyed scarves and oyster sweatshirts by Dye Pot Fibers of Wildwater Collective, and our very own limited edition Babes and Boys swag. So be sure to come on by and say hello.
Say hello to us at the Holiday Market, December 9th. But this weekend kicks off the Holly Folly weekend with so many events hosted by the PBG, as well as some amazing new holiday shows that are selling out fast, like Post Office Cabaret's Sleigh Ride with Paige Turner this very evening at 7:30 p.m. And then tomorrow, Anita Cocktail's Drag Brunch will be Saturday only, featuring Anita Cocktail herself, Abby Cummings, Raquel Blake has come back into town, and Ivy League is back for that drag brunch as well, so don't miss that. And then later on that evening, for a jazz-filled fun time, please stop by the Post Office Cabaret for a soulful Christmas at the Post Office with Mike Flanagan, Lauren Scales, Cherie Marcel is the co-winner of the Showgirl of the Year, so it's going to be pretty epic over at the Post Office.
Absolutely. There's also the Petit Four at Crown and Anchor. They only have 2 shows left tonight and tomorrow, so don't miss out. And Sandy Claus and Harrison will bring you out of the closet at Crown and Anchor both this Friday and Saturday and next Friday and Saturday, with a show at Stonewall Inn on December 5th.
I know, if you're in New York City, that's great.
Fun venue for Sandy Claus.
Stonewall. And this year, you'll find Sandy's equally famous brother, I guess, Equally famous brother Santa Claus hanging out on a beautifully designed throne fit for a queen at the Provincetown bookshop this holiday season, starting at 12. There's a whole manner of things going on at the bookshop.
Speaking of queens, Queen Bey herself has curated a film of her Renaissance world tour, which can be seen at Water's Edge Cinema alongside Saltburn, starting this weekend.
Yeah, come check out the Water's Edge Cinema. Party on down. Also, for those who need to recharge and reset, the Yoga Joint in P-Town is offering daily classes, including a candlelit, meditative, deep stretch and rest class on Monday nights at 5:45 p.m.
Sounds awesome. And lastly, this coming Tuesday, December 5th, come join Liza Lutt and Happy Comics at Water's Edge for a screening of the holiday classic Elf. Specialty-themed cocktails are poured at 7 and the film starts at 7:30.
Yeah, no shortage of things to do this holiday season. We'll come and check you out at the holiday markets. Come say hi to us at ours, and we'll see you out there.
Oh, thank you, babes and boys. You guys, there's so much to do.
Oh my God. Also, check out the Cher Christmas album as well.
And even if you tried this weekend, there's no way that you would be able to miss these two ladies in the street.
No.
Ladies of the night,
Yeah,
ladies of the morning.
We have Trampolina and Constance Waverly. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Oh, we are so excited to be here. Shall we say it?
Oh,
Happy Holly Folly! It is here finally.
Is it your first one of the weekend?
It is.
It is.
Nice.
But I haven't had my first one of these for the weekend. So
soon.
sad.
I don't know how long I've known you, a long time, and I've never seen this empty.
It should
completely
never
empty.
happen.
Right.
The police chased me down the
We
street.
could have put some
often,
coffee
but-
in there.
Yeah, we can do something.
She doesn't drink coffee out of that.
Espresso martini.
A little bit. Ooh, we love a little espresso martini.
That's never been done.
Well, it has been done at the Swim for Life, of course.
Oh,
but,
okay, well,
I mean, who remembers anymore?
Constance, you look like you've just arrived from a sunny
I
place.
did. I just flew in from Ibiza through Tokyo and around the world. I'm a
Damn.
citizen of the world, just flying everywhere. And here we are finally for Holly
I
Folly.
heard things bumping in the night in the home, and I was like,
Yes.
oh, she's here.
She's-
Thank goodness.
yes.
Either that or it was Santa himself.
It was only it was the twinkiest Santa you've ever seen.
Ooh, twink
He's
Santa.
on that Ozempic.
That's all I want for Christmas. Ozempic.
Stop it. You look beautiful. You're perfect the way
Thank
you
you,
are.
thank you.
It's the holiday spirit. How are you celebrating the season?
Well, you know, we just saw the Petit Four last night, and that really kicked everything off.
So
didn't
good,
it?
yeah.
And to Bean, I'm sorry, I love you. Your darkness spoke
Right,
to Trampolina,
right.
even though I'm really not that dark. I love it. And
You're
we're looking
meaty,
forward to
though.
so much.
Yeah, what have we got going on?
Today,
What are the
tomorrow,
highlights?
Sunday. So today, of course, we have the AIDS Memorial. We've already spoken about that. Tonight is going to be the Holly Folly Follies. Tomorrow morning, you've got the Jingle Bell Run. Oh,
God, what
and
about
then
it? Yes.
Are y'all going to be
at
running?
9 a.m., of course. And we let her run.
We usually just give them a good slap on the tushy and send them on their way.
And then afterwards, they come over here, I believe, and they're having their breakfast here.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
That sounds amazing.
It's like a petting zoo. It's wonderful in this speedos. It's great. And then we have later for, well, what's that?
Oh, well, there's the in crawl. The in stroll. And the
Before
bar
that.
crawl. The bar stroll. The bar stroll and the in crawl.
I looked at the schedule for the bar crawl, and it seems ambitious.
What is
20 minutes at each bar.
Correct. Yes.
Are y'all gonna? Are they gonna have like drinks ready for you? That's smart. That's smart.
There will be snacks too, I'm sure.
How many venues is it?
There's like
10
Yeah.
venues for a pub crawl.
in
20
1 hour.
So you might want to
Completely
switch it up.
reasonable.
So there's a cannabis crawl and a pub crawl happening at the same time.
There's a
That could
cannabis
be a
crawl?
Which one are
deadly
you going to
kind
be
of-
at?
We'll be at everything, I think.
Both. All the above.
We've forgotten a very important one, and that's Super Saturday, which benefits Skip. And so that begins at, I believe, at 11 in the morning over at Tin Pan Alley. So always great to drop in on those folks, and they
Definitely.
do such amazing work
They
there
do.
as well. So great to show up. Before you do your pub crawl, you can get a nice soup, and a piece of bread,
something, you know. Yeah.
Something poured all on top of.
Someone from the soup kitchen reached out to me last week and said that they heard about the soup kitchen on our show and sent over a donation. So thank you so much. That is amazing.
And of course, Eric Borg is always there volunteering his time making lunch for everybody every day.
Yes.
So we've got the pub crawl, we've got the cannabis crawl, we've got the in-stroll.
Yes.
I feel like every year I run into you at the holiday market.
I love the holiday market, of course, at Canteen. The Ugly Sweater Party will be going on over at Harbor Lounge.
There's the cookie party too.
And the
in there
cookie,
somewhere.
well, that's going to be on Sunday,
right? Okay, Sunday.
So we get
Sunday
into
for the
Sunday, and you've got the
cookies.
pajama party, and let's not just like blow over it, but of course, Gay Men's Chorus is going to be on that night. So the next morning we have brunch over at Bayside Betsy's. So Tony Valentino is on the ready for that, and then you've got bingo. So bingo with Mackenzie and
Austin.
Austin, thank you. There's a lot to remember.
There really is. You're doing great. You're doing great.
You've got the cookie party that's at the end of the day, and amidst all of that, you have like 20 shows going on between the 3 days or 4 days. So if you look, there's a little board. We make a marquee every year outside of Tin Pan Alley. You can go and check that board for the main events. But you need to check ptown.org, of course.
Go on your the interwebs there.
The interwebs will have everything. And that's where you see all the shows. And check in first, of course, because some will still have tickets, but others are sold out, much like the Gay Men's Chorus.
And if you see these two, ask for a selfie, buy them a drink.
Yes.
Dump it right in.
Maybe two.
What's going to be the first drink in there?
It's always a Cosmo.
It is
always a Cosmo, except for Swim for Life, when you have to have your espresso martini.
For breakfast.
And there are other times, of course, when we come here in the morning, and you can have a beer in here.
Ooh.
They do not discriminate on martini glasses.
We love that. We
Very
love that. Awesome. Where's the first stop for you today? Where are you headed next?
So I believe today, should be, well, we want to walk the streets a little bit.
We are streetwalkers.
We gotta show all this off.
You know, we will
You're dressed for the day. Like, you're not going to go home until late tonight, right?
No, we're
Well, I
going to
think
get out.
today we'll get out a bit, but today is sort of a Holly Folly is a marathon.
It is.
Not a sprint.
sprint. So today is a light day, if you will, and tomorrow all hell will break loose. It will be insane. We will be everywhere. We will pop in and out and appear and be unexpectedly. And it's practically magical how we do it.
Work.
It is. So we just have a lot of fun, and we can't wait. I mean, we
she
love
does.
everybody here that comes into town, and we really appreciate, people who support not only the PBG, but they come from all ages and all locations. And we know that everybody is looking across the country and across the world at this show, but we really value those folks that take the extra step to come, spend their money at the different lodgings in town, but at all of our businesses as well. So this is the weekend to shop and enjoy the businesses. Get your artwork, get your little crafts, get all of that in. And Canteen, of course, has so many amazing crafts in the back there as well, candles, etc. So there's a lot to offer if you want to get that last-minute gift and grab bag for someone special.
Well, thank you so much for kicking off the weekend here at Wake Up in Provincetown.
Thank you for having us.
Of course, anytime.
And this is my first time. I'm a virgin.
And of course, happy
Holly
Folly!
Nailed it. That's the show, y'all. Thank you so much to our sponsors, the Crown and Anchor, the Provincetown Brewing Company, the Boat Slip, Shipwreck at the Bresky, and also the Provincetown Business Guild.
And if you're looking to sponsor us for the winter, we are accepting winter off-season sponsorships as well.
Reach
Just
out.
email us, text one of us, or him, or him, or him. And we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
Thank you for waking up in Provincetown.
Yeah. Wherever you are.
There you go.
Come see me at Sandy Claus tonight.
We'll see you next.
Good morning, everybody. Wake up. Wake up, wake up. In Provincetown.